Hello everyone, welcome to Inconvenient Truths. I'm your host, Jennifer Zeng. With Article 42, a Trump-era policy to stop illegal migrants expiring, America's border crisis once again becomes the focus of attention. But this year, this old crisis has a new element: the sharply increasing number of illegal migrants coming from China. The other day, someone asked me what I thought about this issue. So today I will talk about this matter as there is a lot to talk about. So I will do 2 episodes on this topic. In the first episode, I will mainly share with you some real and first-hand videos that document the adventures of those Chinese migrants. In the second episode, I will discuss how this crisis came into being, what's the fundamental reason behind it, why the sudden sharp rise, and whether there's a solution to it. The last part is the most important, so please make sure you watch both episodes until the end. First, let's share a video created by some Chinese netizens showing the route of Chinese people who choose to come to the US illegally. You can see the distances in kilometers of each part and what kind of method to use for that part of the route. By the way, the Chinese people have a special term for this way of coming to the US, which is 走线. It can be roughly translated as walking the route. This route was initially used by dissidents from China, but when they got to the United States, they wouldn't talk about it. However, 3 years ago, when the pandemic started, this route has become more and more widely known, and more Chinese people are taking the same route to the US. I will talk about the reason behind it later. You can see that the first part of the route is by airplane. People leave China and head to Ecuador. Why Ecuador? Because Chinese citizens don't need a visa to travel to Ecuador. So this part is 21,393 kilometers, or about 13,293 miles. Then from there to Zeng National Park in Panama by bus. And after a short boat route comes the hard part, walking through the Panama rainforest by foot. And then you jump on a motorcycle and arrive at the southern border of the US. So from Ecuador to here, it is 6,292 kilometers, or about 33,910 miles. You can see the flags of the countries that you have to travel through on this route. Well, this is just one of the typical routes that Chinese people take to travel to the US. There are some other varieties, but all are somewhat similar. This is another video on TikTok teaching people how to walk the route. The route is very similar, but with more detailed instructions with many real footage inside it. Okay, we'll not show all of it, just to give you an idea. Now, let's watch something very rare and special. A young Chinese man actually videotaped it, the process of how he risked his life to walk the route.
我现在就切食物和水，好辛苦，没办法，又要过河了，不知道过了几条河了。你看人家大哥，什么国家的人都有，主要南美洲。我就不知道哪个第一个开发这个路线的啊，太牛逼了！小孩子走不动，都边哭边拉着走。你看，一滑下去有点受伤， 在这里面啊，绝对不能受伤，没人会管你的。哎呀，受伤就凉凉了，又堵车又堵车。你看，但是一路上环境已经污染严重了，到处垃圾，没办法了，有得有失了，朋友们。比我来多重，比他们还重，说实话的。哎，好，留个影，留个影。没东西吃，只有巧克力，水还有一瓶，我不知道还有多远。我等一下找他接个锅吧，煮点水喝吧。晚上太乱了哦，什么人都有，哪个国家都有。我想洗个澡，还没吃东西，好多蚊虫，我现在全身被咬死了。啊，真的很容易被打击的，因为太乱了。没有东西吃，只有饼干跟巧克力，还有一点点水。明天不知道能不能走出去。明天走不出去了，尴尬了，没水了怎么办？就吃这个巧克力啊，这是我帐篷里面，今天睡不好觉，靠补觉吧。我现在就缺食物和水。
Well, okay, that's his first day in the Panama rainforest. The next video records the third day of walking through the rainforest. Somehow there is no original sound in this part of his video. So he only added some music.
一个休息点，不知道还有多远到目的地，还得躺着。这有多开心啊！你看，都在洗澡。我不知道我还能撑多久，我还有一块小红点啊。
Well, he survived the 3-day walk through the forest with his heavy load. Now let's watch the next video about his dangerous adventure of crossing Mexico on top of a train day and night and being chased by Mexican police.
刚才领导来了，说怎么安排是吧？看来要上车了，这等待是值得的。来了，开始爬车了，人生电影开始了啊！大家都开心啊！今天等待那么辛苦，终于得到结果了。我靠，是闹着玩的还是真实的？我感觉是跟着玩似的，我去。危险性还是很大的，你看啊，掉下来就掉成铁轨了，所以要站对位置，不要站到中间了。第一次站这个车顶啊，真的，第一次在火车上走路，朋友们给你们看一下，太恐怖了，真的。我要从车头走到车尾，不知道他们为什么。我也要跳这个，开始跳真的是心惊胆战，现在跳了几个之后心就平缓。我就是跳这个，还是有点危险。看来今天晚上又是不眠之夜。让12点好像做的，现在是下午5、6点了，还在烤，差不多烤熟了。半路快到墨西哥边境的时候，被警察打劫了。你看他们这些南美国人，你看一个个跟躲猫猫似的，他们很专业，我走不动了。你看，跑了。
Well, he has made dozens of such videos to document his adventure, but we don't have time to share more. I will put a link to his channel in the description box for you to take a look if you are interested. He started his adventure 1 year ago and has created so far 101 videos. He didn't hide the fact that he was once detained for several months. He didn't say where he was detained. It could be either in Mexico or in the US. He uploaded his latest video 11 days ago, showing that after he obtained a work permit, he has already successfully settled down in America and is moving to a new department. The title of this video is "The First Time a Poor Rural Folk in China felt that a simple effort on his part can actually make life better, and he's gaining more control over his life. Now he's living in a spacious and luxurious apartment in the United States." So overall, his story is very encouraging to others who also want to walk the route. Another Chinese man who gave himself the Twitter name All the Way to the North shared a similar story. The only difference is he took his wife and all 3 children out together with him. So this is when they left China. For Macau, you can see these are his 3 kids. They transferred flights in Taiwan, then arrived in Bangkok. From there, they flew to Turkey. Then they headed to Ecuador. So this is the Black Sea in Turkey. From there, they headed to Ecuador. And this is a church in Quito, the capital of Ecuador. Well, this is the first leg of the journey. The leg through the rainforest is a hard one. He said that a stranger they met on their way helped his children walk through a muddy road. I must say this family is very great. Okay, so this is his first tweet, dated September 2nd, 2022. He said his 3 children's passports were obtained in July, and they were flying from Macau to Thailand. His family arrived in the US on November 4th, 2022. Since then, he kept tweeting about his family's life in the US. He said after reading his tweets, many people in China were inspired to come to the US too and often asked him for advice. There are many other stories. This video shows that the cries of a child resound throughout the rainforest.
爬了一座山，还有一座山，一山还有一山，我靠，这么高。
So the man says mountains after mountains, such high mountains. This video shows that even a little Chinese baby who looks like he's just over 1 year old was also taken by his parents on this dangerous route. This video shows that an elderly lady in her 70s was also on this route. Well, that's basically the situation and the route. As we've run out of time, I will discuss the rest of this issue in the next episode. Please come back soon. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And please double check if you are still subscribed if you are already a subscriber, as YouTube keeps unsubscribing people for me without their knowledge. If you like my content, please help me spread my channel and videos, or go to my website at jenniferzengblog.com. Sign up for a membership or make a donation to support my effort.